Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Balan Wonderworld. I've had at least a good...
No, please stop.
You gotta do it.
I don't
You
want
gotta do it.
I don't
You
want to have
gotta
another
face.
I don't want to have another art block.
You gotta face this. This is the best time I'm gonna be able to ask you all this. So welcome back, everybody. I'm Lucky Jack 20. I've had an alcoholic beverage today to get myself ready for this. We're going into World 10.
I feel like you probably should not clarify that, because I feel like that could be used for quite a good jokes at this poor game's expense, because Lord knows it doesn't have enough jokes at its expense.
So, Jordy, explain to me, we'll be seeing that creepy thing later. Jordy, who is this cursed painter?
Her name is Lucy Wong. In the novel, she's known as the Madam of the Mansion, because she owns a mansion in the novel, including this one.
Where this is. I guess that's where this is going, because the artist with painters. I mean, just outright. She has artist block. And cannot figure out how to get that.
They just put that front and center, and I'm sure most, if not everyone that saw that trailer is like, oh joy, we can relate.
Yeah.
We've been there. It's like you work on this. You create something. So I mean, I'm not an artist. I usually do coloring, and the most I can say as far as like art experiences. By the way, we have here. I keep calling it the X-ray ape. It looks like a monkey to me.
It does look like a monkey.
It actually looks like a mouse as well. It actually looks like a mouse as well with that ears. But anyway, X-ray ape lets you see invisible blocks, and I believe they are not solid unless the X-ray ape can see them. So you can't just
Actually, no. I think they are solid because I think I walked on them once.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just get out here. So just to quickly start off, because I have the least amount of experience, and that's the quickest amount of time to talk about this. The most I can say is, I've learned this about myself over the years, that my passions come and go in waves. Like someday I'll be like some months I will wake up and be like, I'm going to just record, and I will binge an entire 8-hour games recording in 2 days. And just bam, get it done, get it ready, print, edited, rendered, ready for us to record. Other days I'll be, I'm going to do programming. I'm going to code for this game and just completely just put on some good music and just binge it. And also with the X-ray, it lets you see items through walls, like the Balan statues and stuff as well. So good, also helpful. Other days, it'll be, I want to color. I want to use Clip Studio Paint, color some pictures that I've gotten with some friends, and use things like the Inky Blaster to destroy my laptop with ink. It's basically just, you shoot projectiles, and canvases are like keys with the paint.
Yeah, basically.
So my passion will come and go. And when the passion is just not there, I just don't have the drive to do it, and I'd rather do something else.
Yeah,
so
that more or less sums up all of us.
So that's the most I can say. So what exactly then is artist's block?
Honestly,
Logan,
it's exactly what how you describe just having passions in general. Sometimes you'll just have this insane drive to just keep on pumping out some great content, and then at some point, that passion is going to falter for a bit, and you'll feel like, I don't want to do this today, or or either that, or it's also one of those. It can be a very complicated process. Like, sometimes it's a matter of I don't really feel like it, or it's also a case of I can't quite figure out how I want to draw, or how much effort I want to put into it. It's just it's a mess. Much like this level here.
Because I think the way you put it is because I mean that is an interesting thing. Because I was describing with passions, it's a very general will I color or will I not? But then there are times where I feel like there are times where the way you described it with you guys, it's ooh, freaking smacked me. It's you want to color, but you don't know, or you want to draw, but you don't know what you want to draw, or if someone in particular is asked a certain thing, you don't know how to pull it off. So there is some passion there, but the way to execute it isn't there yet.
There's also a matter that sometimes when it comes to those passions, if you're a painter, heck, maybe if you're even a writer, it can also be the result of maybe you're starting to realize that your style's starting to either get a little too repetitive, or maybe it's starting to stagnate a little. And it's kind of like that case where maybe it's time to start broadening your horizons a little bit.
I think definitely nothing wrong with variety. Hi, Jordy, what do you guys have to add on to that?
You want to go first, Steve?
Well, I figured it's only appropriate you go first.
I mean,
go for it.
When it comes to artist block, sometimes I get a moment where I'm either too busy to draw, or rather I want to draw, but what the drive just isn't there because either my mind's focused on something else or I don't have as much energy to spare for it. But nowadays, I've been finding myself more motivated to draw than anything else because it's become a comfort to me, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
I think that's good. I think the motivation for doing something does help. Like, I know for some people, drawing for pay, commissions and stuff absolutely helps, but I do think that it's good to space it out and not take commissions 100% of the time. Otherwise, it starts to now feel like a job and no longer something you do for fun, for relaxation and enjoyment and expressiveness. Another Balan bout right away. Let's do it.
I want to say it's either by this point or the next chapter where they start literally throwing out 3 of them.
I believe it's here because now it's 10, 11. Yeah, it's the last third, the last quarter of the games. Now we're going to see 3 in each level, and this is the part where we were starting to we're a little drained a little bit. I think it's around here where we. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Now Lance is taking the direct approach.
No. But we counter. But yeah, I definitely think it was around here where you are going to see James and I outright see a Balan bout and be like, yeah, we just walk away.
Let's just go.
Oh no.
Boop.
Oh!
Ah, good.
And we goofed.
There it was tricky because we couldn't tell where the tell was to do it on time, but at least we dodged the attack, and he just runs off.
Smell you later.
Like a ninny.
He is a ninny.
So we shall chase after him. No!
Let's try that again.
Hey.
Whoa.
That's nice. Ooh.
Tornado!
Drill.
Oh, now that's just blatant plagiarism right there.
Drill claw.
What was that called in Knights? The drill dash, I think?
I think.
It wasn't the paraloop. Paraloop is when he does circle. It was something
The drill.
else.
I think it was called the drill dash.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hooray!
Yeah. Either way, it was more or less the same move.
It's. I mean, go to the Balan fandom, which I call the Balan done in my drunken state, and say that I'm just. It's like an accepted fan, not pairing, but definitely fan theory of. Oh, can we get it while it's upside down?
Yes, you can.
Yoink.
Yay! Oh, and we did it.
That's it.
pairing.
Now we'll no longer have to worry about them.
Yep.
Anyway, you
but
were saying?
we'll go for them if they're there, because why not? Either a pairing or a combination that, Balan and Knights exist in the same universe. It seems to be like a relative, accepted thing.
Yeah.
Not against it.
Nothing saying you can't.
Oh boy.
Like, they both run on completely separate logic.
Yeah, I mean...
True. One is for the dreams, one's for the heart.
I definitely see the similarities, and, I have no problem with the idea of the two of them being paired, whether it be, friends or romantic. I mean, Lord knows me and Jordan certainly have our experience with delving into that particular pairing.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh
And
no!
so we came back up. We found that the other entrance was there. The part that made this annoying, or at least not one of our favorites, was... Especially here, and especially in the second world, we kept falling down, and with how things get kind of turned around, especially in how large some of these, these levels become very vertically based, and if you fall down, there's nothing you can do except climb all the way back up, and it takes a long time to do that. I cut out a lot of backtracking footage in this.
Yeah, not helped is that a good handful of the level starts to sort of look the same after a while. Also, yeah, right there we noticed there's another Balan bout, and we're like, screw it, we'll try one more, even though there's no need to.
We'll try it, but I definitely think it was later. I know there was a point where we were just like, we can't, because yes, I believe this is now the third
dreaded
one.
golden hat.
Because this is now the third one, and just kept on going. And again, I don't mind this idea. Just please keep it to one per level.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Because then that gives you. Because I want to. How to put this? To me, it makes it look like they ran out of spots to put it in their levels, and that I don't think that should be the case. You should have. There's plenty of places and nooks and crannies to explore. Thank you. In these levels, you should be able to put the statues in there, not keep hiding them behind the exact same minigame, sometimes 3 times in a single level.
Hell, I'll go on my way to say that not every level needs Balan bouts either. Like, you could easily just have one every other level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that, one per chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Alright, so let's just keep on climbing. Hype, have you ever been strucken with the art block?
Several times, just blocks in general. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm kind of thankful that my art drive is the way it is now, because I feel like ever since I really started working with my original characters, I haven't felt like this motivated in art in a while now, and there's a part of me that's hoping that that kind of stays true, because, like, beforehand, it would almost seem like a rarity whenever I'm in the mood for arting, whether it be, like, not having a good idea or just being generally self-conscious about my art. But, like, ever since I've been having such positive reception for my original content, it's really helped kind of reignite my passion into going it. The only problem that I see with it is that, like, for, like, as much as I enjoy working on my characters and whatnot, I feel like it's at the cost of pretty much tainting my drive to do a lot of voice work, because I feel like I've been slacking off in a little bit of that more than I feel like I really would like to.
Well, I think that's just a common case of, like, you know, you don't want to spread yourself too thin. Like, you want to focus, and you would ideally want to give all of your, you know, give 100% into one thing and not, like, try to juggle everything at once. So you take a break from one to focus on another and vice versa.
I think for me, it's also an instance where it's like, it also has to do with the fact that there are some projects that I know I do need to get back to eventually, whether it be like recording lines for someone, or even just working on my own videos, that, like, one in particular I know...
Understood.
I was about to say, one in particular...
Thanks, Balan, we know.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
Yeah,
continue.
That's about it.
Okay.
Okay, we're sorry.
I mean, I am happy. Like, I was very happy. Here we go. Now, part of this is probably James and my own fault. We, because we have the co-op thing on our side, we sequence broke some of this. Like, I'm sure if you do this in the order that developers intend, it's not that bad. Just, again, mind your footing. And here we go. Oh, that's right. You also get a power-up in this game that is very interesting, but it's kind of a bummer to me, because, as we're about to see, it can really only be used once. That being this guy, the sneaky lizard.
Sneaky lizard.
Wait, where's... Oh, there he is.
It works like the chameleon in that it can grab onto things, but in this case, it has to be drops. If you see a large drop, you can use this to latch on to it, and bam!
It's very much.
Teleport to it.
It's very much like a much slower take on the lightspeed dash commonly found in Sonic.
But the big thing to note is notice how when I teleport to that drop, you also collect it. That means, congratulations, if you've teleported to where a large drop was and then you go somewhere back away from reach, you can never go back to that area again unless you restart the level to respawn that drop. So that, I think, happened to us once or twice this level where, oh cool, I can go up there and skip part of this level, and in doing so, crap, now I can't go any farther.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things. Reasons why, at least with Sonic Generations anyway, they made the lightspeed dash context sensitive.
Right,
It wasn't something you couldn't just do willy nilly, even though that kind of defeated the purpose of the lightspeed dash in the first place.
Because, like, right here, bam, we just skipped a huge chunk of the level by doing that. But
Yep.
if I fail, then we'd have to climb up and do a whole other bit of puzzling. And yeah, if it was a different, hurry. Okay, if it was a different target and not one that could be collected and removed, I'd be just fine with that. I like the idea of, you know, rewarding attentive players.
Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like this kind of level really does not suit the sneaky lizard's, mechanic all that well, considering it is more or less an open-ended level.
I think so, yeah. It is just one big room. You rotate it once or twice, but the entire level is just this big old room, and... So now if we get up to there, then we can continue forward with the level. But then we fell.
We fell down hard.
And because, again, I used the sneaky lizard to get up there, we used up our means of getting up there. So now we had to actually play the way the... Basically, it was frustrating at first, but it was like, yeah, okay, we have to play the game the way the developers intended it, which is go this way.
You win this round, developers.
Come on. And
Hit the
click
switch.
That'll raise that up, and now I believe that's opened up access to the part of the level we were at earlier. So now we'll just go back, go into that mirror that we opened up earlier. Just note that like saved us like 7 minutes, and finally our next checkpoint.
Finally.
I will own up and say that some of this was probably on us, but it definitely was a part where I think this was towards the end of our session, because we just had finished playing circus level before this, while we were trying to do that boss. And
Yeah, I want to say by this point we were starting to feel a little drained.
we were a little. It was getting around to the end of our session, and oh, by the way, yeah, only player one can be the painter for some reason.
That I don't get.
I guess because they don't want to. I guess because they didn't want you triggering cutscenes when you open up the doors or something. I don't know. Ultimately, though, it was something where just the two of us just were like, it's time to take a break. I think this game is passable in small bursts, in small doses.
At least one chapter per session.
Let's try this. Why not? It's the first one we found. We did it.
Nothing important happened.
And Balan in the wonderful, uneventful journey. I don't know. I'm just gonna come up with freaking. Anyone here? I'm at this point in my potential slightly buzzed days to ask. Anyone here have a freaking read Encyclopedia Brown?
Yes.
Oh crap! I can't jump anymore. Okay, because I read Encyclopedia Brown, and I remember reading it and thinking to myself, "Wow, how does this kid have friends?"
He's just smart.
He's super smart, but God, in reality, he would be such a dick to try and go to any outing with, pointing out all the flaws and everything.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole point of that one episode featuring Patrick.
Which one?
Oh, that's right.
With the brain coral.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I remember that not being one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, that one was kind of meh.
Reasons. A lot of season 4 ones were kind of meh.
Well, that was right around the time when it was starting to, I wouldn't say it's as bad as 5 or 6, but 4 definitely was at the point where it was okay, I think they are starting to lose a little bit of their touch.
They're running out of ideas. They have to introduce new characters. Nice round of one.
Well, that is something I will give SpongeBob credit over something like, say, Fairly OddParents. Throughout its entire, going on 12 seasons, they've never once introduced a new permanent character to the cast. They'll have, one new character as, a guest star for an episode, but there's never been, a new permanent addition to the cast. Kind of like what Rugrats had with Dylan Kimmie, or, Fairly OddParents had with Poof and Chloe, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think if there's any... and I guess I will still say, I think there was still a good number of... I still think there were a couple of good episodes in Season 4, like Fear of a Krabby Patty I thought was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Lost Mattress.
Yeah, the mattress one was really fun. Barring your tolerance for molting, I thought the one where SpongeBob had to pose as crabs for his get-together was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Skill Crane was pretty okay. I like that one. Krusty Towers is great.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one actually.
Yeah, and then by season 5, I think the last really good episode until they started to become like a Diamonds in the Rough was Crabs a la mode.
Yeah.
I need a reminder. What's that one about again?
That was when the thermostat episode.
Oh, right.
Oh, that
Who
one.
touched me, thermostat?
Well, maybe it's a little personal. I'm touching your thermostat. I'm touching your thermostat.
Dang it. Was season 4 the one that had the medieval special?
I think it was.
I love that one. Actually, you know what?
I know the episode was post-movie, so it had to have been during or after season 4.
Yeah, so Dungeons & Dragons, that was it. Because I'm what's a guy gotta do to get some mud around here? I'm starving.
Yeah.
Maybe
actually,
one day, but not today.
But you know what's funny? I actually found out that episode actually used to be a kid's SpongeBob book before it became an episode.
The medieval one? Huh.
Yeah, because I remember finding it at a Barnes & Noble one day, and then I saw the episode come on, and I was watching it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the book that I was reading at Barnes & Noble. No way!
Well, real quick, just to clarify, are you sure that it wasn't a book based on the special? Because I know they've done stuff like that before.
No, this definitely came out before the episode, I remember.
I saw this because I remember seeing another chapter book, I think even before season 3 had ended. First off, what's the boss we're going into now?
Oh, right, sorry. So this is Inkabel, and honestly, I like this one. She's pretty cool.
It's a cool design. Make sure you have the X-ray up. You're going to require that for one of the damage phases. And otherwise, that honestly pretty solid. I like her arena. Looks cool. Oh,
very roundy. And
hello. Fit to the. There you go. Yeah. Time to fight back.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am noticing a lot of these bosses have a slight pattern to them.
It's part of
either
their
they are
design
hallway
because
bosses or arena bosses.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, I thought you meant pattern in terms of physical design.
Oh, is that actually what you were talking about, James, or a different thing?
I'll leave you all to decide.
Oh, why not? Okay, so right now, first damage phase is, shoot the paint bucket back at it. Here, she's gonna start making the arena go a little more wonky woo, and right up ahead, I believe. Oh, jeez, gotta dodge these. Anyway, we just need to get close enough to her head and shoot it because it is still currently exposed.
Assuming you get a clear shot anyway.
Just waiting for it to spin. There it goes. And I do also like the music of this place as well. Again, all the unique boss themes. I can't think of one that I outright dislike.
Yeah, really,
And-
it's good.
Oh, come on.
Ow.
Well, actually,
Man.
Hurry. Just gotta get close, gotta get close, just gotta get close, gotta get close, gotta get close. Nope,
come
nope.
on, you
Come
got
on,
this.
come on.
There you
Oh,
go. Okay.
just barely.
Alright, and last one is going to want the X-Ray Ape because she's going to make parts of the floor disappear, and only the X-Ray Ape can see the ones that are still there.
Yep.
But yeah, the thing I was going to say is, I remember there was a SpongeBob chapter book where the idea was he thought he was going on to a stunt show, but in reality, it all ended up being like a blooper reel. Like, basically the whole moral of it was Sandy and him auditioned for a show, and they were like, man, and then when he tried to do any of the stunts, he failed horribly, and the director was like, okay, forget the stunt show. Let's just make this guy mess up a bunch of times and make a fortune off of the comedy tapes.
Wait a minute.
And
I think I've read that book before. It's like, and because like they kept treating SpongeBob like such a big star, like his head would literally get bigger and bigger. You know, kind of like a swollen eagle or ego.
yep.
I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
swear
that
I
was
can
it. That was
talk.
it. You're fine. Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah, his ego got all swollen, and his friends left him at first, and then he had to apologize. And yeah, I'm surprised they never turned that into an episode.
well, the closest thing we have to that is as seen on TV, but that one was a little bit more subtle with the ego thing.
Yeah, and even by the end of it, I don't. While there was sort of like a, what's the word?
Comeuppance.
Yeah, comeuppance slash a solution reached. It kind of, he still thought he was still all part of the act.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like part of the joke itself. And plus, it seems like something that could like be easily rectified by the end. It's like, hey, SpongeBob, you're still being a fry cook.
Oh, okay. I thought this acting get paid off, and yeah, I don't know what these bunnies are supposed to be that look like Max.
Might be another hidden costume that we missed out on.
Yeah, I
Probably.
think that's what they are.
So,
So-
throughout all that, do you think we found our inspiration?
Well, let's find out. Let's see what
was-
Lucy will do.
Blue.
Blue and
Oh, no, it's more.
pink?
Yeah, I was about to say, now it's pink.
I think I got it.
Mm-hmm.
There are more colors than just black and white and gray.
I will see with my painter's eye.
Epic Mickey.
More or less, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I miss Epic Mickey.
Me too.
I'm indifferent, but I get why people do.
Yeah,
I
I
just need
get
to
it.
get. I
Jeff.
just need to feel that urge for it once again. But yes,
Ooh, bravo!
white skies.
Even the
Behold.
maestro's impressed.
Behold the sky.
And yeah, I don't get. Yeah, I don't understand why all the people in that last world and this world look like Yahoo Instant Messenger icons either.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like
toddle around.
if they were able to get like regular looking people for like Bugsy's like crowd and whatnot, I don't see why they couldn't for poor old Lucy.
I mean, I think
I
it's all
guess
just part of the aesthetic.
Yeah, I think
guess
that's what
it's
it
either
is.
that. Yeah, that's probably it. So, all right. That said, we have 2 worlds left before the end.
Ooh.
Yep, we actually done it. They said we wouldn't. They doubted us, but we did it. So, joy. I say this without reading any of the comments because this is all being done before even the first video goes up. But I am sure there are some people who are a little nervous. Anyway, oh, but guys, is it getting hot in here?
This next part is brought to you in part by Name and Address Withheld.
Fire.
Bring your hoses and your safety blankets.
Oh, devil damn it, I forgot to erase that stray line. Now I gotta take it down, go back to erase that one little detail, then go and repost it.